chat with the players. We hope to have a chat with some of the dignitaries in our programme, which we will be bringing you directly after the news when the team arrive. If they arrive before the news, we'll be joining them for that. When that bus comes round Westmoreland Street, we'll be there to welcome Jack's Army. And meanwhile, we're just going to enjoy the singing.
I think we should be groupies as well. You know, I envy them really down there on that marvellous occasion.
This is exactly where we want to be this evening, outside Bank of Ireland in College Green in Dublin. Now the band in the background, that's Ray Brennan and Platform. They've changed their tune a bit since we last saw you, because they've now been joined by Dublin City councillors, all of whom seem to be getting into showbiz. It's a wonderful evening. The cavalcade is on its way. The last we heard, they were getting into O'Connell Street. So when they make their way around the corner, which will be a little while yet, I'd say, we'll be back then with you. So stay with us and see you soon.
As the citizens of Dublin, representing the citizens of Ireland, offer their congratulations and show it in the only way they can, with enthusiasm and good humour. And one can't help but feel a lump in one's throat watching this unbridled enthusiasm and good spirits. And as we were saying earlier on, the achievement of the team and Jack Charlton has been one of success against the odds, success where people didn't expect them to succeed, and the giving of not just 100% of effort, but 150% each man in each game. The excitement of that incredible draw against England in the opening game, when Kevin Sheedy got the equaliser, and I'm sure that the cheers for that reached mammoth proportions on any Richter scale. There was a bit of a disappointment in the performance against Egypt, but the draw got us a valuable point, and then came that remarkable comeback against the Netherlands when Niall Quinn got in for that dramatic equaliser. And that was the goal that saw Ireland getting into the last 16. Paul McGrath we saw there, so delighted, and listen to the crowd chanting the Paul McGrath rap. I think that bus is going to take a long time to get the last few yards into the College Green Centre. Because if the crowd behind the bus looks pretty dense on our television screen, I can tell you that the crowd in front of the bus is even more dense. Fantastic. And it really was John Aldridge there, who ran so much in all of those games and caused the opposing defences so many problems. And I'd say Jack seems to be more concerned about the safety of the spectators as they cheer and get so close to the bus. But it really is an impossible task for the drivers. And look at that, that is the scene that awaits them as they come around the corner of College Green. In front of Trinity College, in the background is Trinity College, and their vantage points and the windows on the roof of Trinity College. Roofs around College Green occupied as fans wave flags and offer their congratulations. One looks back at that remarkable victory over Romania when the game went to penalties, and I remember looking at the picture of Jack Charlton when Paddy Bonner made the save, and there was that rueful smile on his face, as much as to say, I knew it all along. And when nobody really gave the Republic of Ireland a chance against Italy, Jack Charlton was able to say, we'll put the pressure on them, they're going to have to change their game, and they're going to know they've been in a match. And indeed that was so true, because having enjoyed that match, disappointed that Ireland didn't get the result that they wanted, but we all know that the Irish team gave the fancied Italians a real fright. And so the bus inches its way, and Jack, more concerned about the safety of the people who have been waiting to welcome him. And the anthem of Italia 90, as it has been sung the length and breadth of Ireland in the last few weeks, greets Jack Charlton and the Republic of Ireland team. This has been the biggest ever civic reception in the history of Dublin. No warmer reception has ever been made, and there's an interesting picture. At Jack Charlton's right hand, David O'Leary, the man who had the strength of character and courage with that final penalty to shoot to the right and get it into the net and bring Ireland into the quarter-finals. A man that many people felt had the strength of character to be in the side, and when called upon, he was equal to the occasion. It really is difficult to describe the enthusiasm and the scenes. The youngsters in arms who have been so well behaved as they waited for so long. And now the moment has come when they can see Paddy Bonner, they can see Dave O'Leary, they can see the Irish side. Joe Delaney, who is in charge of security, there he is, trying to wave them back and say, my job isn't over yet. And the enthusiasm that the Irish supporters brought right round Italy, from Cagliari to Palermo to Genoa and then to Rome, is now seen in all its exuberance, as it was back home during those thrilling and exciting matches in the preliminary stages, and then in the eighth final and last night in the quarter-final. These were the scenes that all of us enjoyed in so many hostelries as Ireland really celebrated the magnificent performance of a team that will be remembered. On the platform you see the MCs trying to get a little bit of order and make room for the honoured guests, who are of course the Irish team. With Antonishta, Brian Lenihan there, and of course this being a joint civic and state reception. The Dublin Corporation, of course, represented by Senator Sean Haughey, the Lord Mayor of Dublin. The government represented by all the official ministers, and the Taoiseach Brian Lenihan, the senior dignitary from the government, at the moment on the stand. And the band that has been encouraging and entertaining the huge crowd all afternoon, still going strong and welcoming the Irish team. And there I was mentioning about the vantage points around College Green. Well, just look at that, for enthusiasm, for excitement, for joy, and for welcome. And Jack Charlton said after the European Championship, who knows what it would be like if they won something. Well, they're everywhere, aren't they? Showing that Ireland have won the hearts of world soccer with their performances in the World Cup, their first time ever in the World Cup. Their supporters who travelled with them in spite of the lack of tickets, and were in such good humour around the world, or around Italy, won the hearts of all their opponents. Frank Stapleton, one of the great servants of Irish football, who would love so much to have been a part of the actual playing. Liam Rappel, one of the great stalwarts of the FAI, also there. And the Lord Mayor present and enjoying the excitement as Jack Charlton acknowledges the cheers that have been rising deafeningly from College Green all afternoon, and now reaching a crescendo. David O'Leary almost a little worried, wondering, are they going to make it? Andy Townsend beside him, every inch of the way. The crowd cheer them as the team bus stops outside the Bank of Ireland, where this team reception will be held. And while we look at and remember the heroics of Packy Bonner and Dave O'Leary and Mick McCarthy, the captain, and Kevin Moran in the defence, and the efforts of Tony Cascarino, the goals of Niall Quinn and Kevin Sheedy, we also remember the players who were also in the panel but didn't get on the field of play. We remember Chris Houghton. We remember Jerry Payton, the reserve goalkeeper, the first man to congratulate Packy Bonner when he made that marvellous save in the match against Romania. Tony Butler, the promotions executive of the FAI, who has done such wonders for the FAI in terms of generating sponsorship. Joe Delaney there as well. The players really concerned, I'd say, as to how the bus is going to make its way through to the entrance to the bank, which is in Foster Place. The officials trying to say to them to hold their positions. Steve Staunton, Liam Rappel there behind him. And look at the enthusiasm of players really enjoying this remarkable occasion. Frank Feely, the Dublin City manager, must be proud of the way Dublin has risen to this occasion. Nobody could have expected this. And Dublin's own Niall Quinn, the scorer of that great goal against Holland, when he took the rebound from the Dutch keeper and struck it safely home. And that was the valuable point that saw Ireland getting through from the preliminaries. But we remember too the great contribution of all the players who played in ensuring that Ireland would get through to the World Cup finals for the first time. Many of those in the panel, but not used in the course of the games played in Italy. But they were there supporting and ready to step in if required. And as any football manager will tell you, the support players, the other players in the panel, every bit as important to the success of the team as the players on the field. The scene in Dame Street, looking up Dame Street, with the Bank of Ireland on your right, and the noise, the shouting and the cheering, really reflecting the views of everybody in Ireland who are so proud of the marvellous effort made by Jack Charlton, made by the players in the course of Ireland's first ever performance or appearance in the World Cup finals. Maurice Setters, the assistant manager, and this is Phoebe Baskin.
England won and Cameroon too at the moment, but it's very, very hard to be interested in that just here because, of course, the whole place has now just gone totally mad. We have to take a short commercial break. We'll be back very soon. Bye.
Because our little kids here fainting in the front, and we don't want to spoil the fun for everybody. It's a great night, and you're doing great. Just throw it exactly where you are. Now there's no feeling injured or anything, so there's no harm.
Did you know, said Mr. Kipling, that my rich chocolate slices are a test of character? Thoughtful people slice along the stripes. Carefree ones just cut them. So. But what I ask him, if they start with the chocolate chips? Oh, my dear fellow, said Mr. Kipling, your secret is safe with me. I'm not sure about his theories, but Mr. Kipling does make exceedingly good cakes.
If you're into major sporting events, don't miss the big one. Lifestyle Summer Sale. All the big names are there. Dunlop, Slazenger, High-Tech, Nike, Reebok, Adidas, O'Neill's, Puma and many more. This summer's most competitive event, Lifestyle Summer Sale.
Dreaming about you waiting, looking for you there, knowing just a glimpse would shake the blues. Please don't leave, keep waiting, don't turn away, don't go. Look back one more time and shake the blues.
The National Symphony Orchestra and the New Jersey Symphony Orchestra are at the Adair Festival, July 13th to the 29th. For information, telephone 13000 16655.
Hello again and welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Well, the boys are moving. They're moving at a snail's pace, but moving they are doing. And they're good. There's a guard who wants to come and say hello. We'll say hello to him later. They're moving right round the back of the Bank of Ireland College Green now, as fast as they can, and then on up to the stage where we will talk to them later on. But for the moment, it's over to Fred.
Thank you, Bibi. Certainly the excitement and enthusiasm has caught everyone's imagination. And it's been pretty hard to hear even what one's thinking. And Bibi up there in the middle of all that excitement, really finding it difficult to even hear herself. But what can one say, looking at those exciting pictures, those colourful pictures, and the joyful pictures, with so many people who've spent so long in College Green, waiting to say well done, waiting to show their appreciation and enthusiasm. Now that they have the chance, they're not going to let it go by. It's been a long, hard day, I should imagine, for the players. There was a disappointment there last night that they didn't get the result that they really believed they could have achieved. And it's only understandable that there was a slight feeling of disappointment this morning. But I'm sure all that has been really brushed aside by the nature of the welcome that they received at Dublin Airport and all the way in from Dublin Airport. This has been the sort of smiling, cheering crowd that they have seen. It's been the slowest journey in from Dublin Airport into the centre of Dublin, I'm sure, in history, and I'm sure it's probably been the happiest. We talked about vantage points. I'm not too sure that that's the safest place in the world to be, but they're going to have a good view when eventually the players get in to Foster Place. And I think it's also fair to say at this point that the spectators and the crowds here have been so well behaved, and that isn't meant as a slight on crowds before, but they've had every reason perhaps to be a little bit bored or a little bit tired waiting, and they really have been in such good form, singing and shouting, just like they are at the moment. Off the bus into Foster Place, Jack Charlton.
5 minutes time, we have another platform right beside you. Okay? Thanks for your cooperation now, you're terrific.
And in a few moments, when they come on to the stand in the front of the Bank of Ireland, there'll be a huge crowd.
Thanks for obeying Ireland. Terrific. Give yourself a round of applause.
Well, while the enthusiasm and the excitement goes on out the front on College Green, this is the scene in at Foster Place. Just a little bit of quiet. The Minister for Sport, Frank Fahy, coming into the side entrance of the Bank of Ireland, and they might have the opportunity just to catch their breath when they come inside, and then they will...
Jerry Payton. Chris Houghton. Stephen Staunton. Chris Morris. Dave O'Leary. My mate himself, Kevin Moran. Paul McGrath. Andy Townsend. Ronnie Whelan. Who put the ball in the England net? Kevin Sheedy. John Sheridan. Ray Houghton. The record goal scorer for Ireland. Tony Cascarino. Niall Quinn. John Aldridge. David Kelly. Alan McLaughlin. John Byrne. Well done, Budgie. Excuse me, there's been a very important announcement, so the lads are telling me. I don't know if it's true, but they're telling me that England have been beaten 2-1. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know. I don't know if the next guy, there's another guy to collect it, please. Bernie Slaven. Sorry, we just had an update on that score. They've won 3-2. Morris Setters. Charlie O'Leary. Noel King. Mick Byrne. And Dr. Bob Driscoll. The lads would just like to do their rendition of Molly Malone for you, for being such great supporters.
Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, more entertainment on the way. I believe the team are going to sing a song, but I would like to say, first of all, on behalf of the RTE crew here and also in the studio, welcome home, boys.
Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. And she wheels a wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying tacos and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying tacos and mussels, alive. She was a fishmonger, and sure it was no wonder, for so were her father and mother before, and they both wheeled their barrow through streets broad and narrow, like mussels and died of a fever, and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now a ghost is a barrow through the streets of narrow, crying couples and couples, alive, alive, all together, alive, alive, ho, alive, alive, ho, crying couples and couples, alive, alive, ho.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd now like to call upon the Taoiseach to make a special presentation, the last one, to Jack Charlton.
On behalf of you, the Irish people, we present to you, Jack Charlton, this souvenir of your great leadership of a great Irish team. And I hope that this piece of Galway crystal, along with this great team, will remind you, Jack Charlton, of the great days of leadership that you gave to this team. And I think I might say that you have given leadership not just to the Irish team, but to all of us. You have given leadership to the whole of Ireland. And we are all proud of you. And I also want to conclude by saying, on behalf of the Irish state, that we are proud of you who supported this magnificent team throughout this magnificent World Cup. The real winners of this are the greatest football sportsmen in the world, the Irish soccer football team. Careful going home.
No, I will have no regret. All the things that went wrong, for at the last I have learned to be strong. No regret. No, I will have no regret. For the grief doesn't last I no longer desire both the good and the bad. I have flung in the fire, and I feel in my heart that the seed has been sown. It is something quite new. It's like nothing I've known. No regret. No, I will have no regret over things that went wrong. For at last I have learned to be strong. No regret. No, I will have no regret for this seed that is new. It's the love that is growing for you.
So, can you just hold on that marvelous singing? Is there any chance that you might do that while we welcome, first of all, Alderman Senator Sean Haughey, the Lord Mayor of Dublin, to speak.
Honoured guests, aldermen, councillors, people of Dublin and Ireland. To our heroic team, I want to say, welcome home. You succeeded beyond all our expectations. Your brilliant performance was an extraordinary achievement of courage and skill. We may not have won the World Cup, but we won the world. We qualified for the first time. We took on England, we took on Egypt, we took on Holland, and we marched on Rome itself. Ireland conquered Rome. Our supporters were magnificent, our officials were magnificent, our team was magnificent. We never gave in. We never will give in. We have shown that we can win. Jack Charlton, you have made us to be proud to be Irish. Jack Charlton, you are now an honorary Irishman. We are proud of this Irish team. We are proud of our fans. Irish fans are the best in the world. We are the best in the world. Thank you, Irish soccer players. Thank you, Irish supporters. Thank you, everybody who made it happen. Well done, Jack. Well done, the team. We gave it a lash. Congratulations. You did us proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on the Minister for Sport, Mr. Frank Fahey. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ireland are champions of the world. Last night in Rome, Ireland won the World Cup. We didn't get any trophy, but no trophy compares with the joy on a million faces in Dublin today. Jack Charlton and our boys are our heroes, and on behalf of all of you, I congratulate them. I just want to say how pleased we are with the way everything has gone. I want to thank everybody that's been involved, and I want to say that it is a pleasure for us to have, on behalf of you, the Taoiseach to present some beautiful pieces of Galway crystal to Jack and the boys. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We shall be making that presentation a little later. But for the moment, I'd like to call on fellow Donegal man, Mr. Fran Fields.
Hello there, just give us a bit of pain. I just want to say that we're all proud of Ireland, and the people in Ireland have showed the world how great sportsmen they are. They went out last night in Rome and proved to the world how good a nation they are. I just say 3 cheers for the team here, Jack Tarleton and his boys. And to Ireland, the greatest nation in the world. They've proved that to the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Fran Fields. Well, I can hear you saying that you want Jack, but how about a word from Mick? No. How about a word from Mick McCarthy, first of all?
I was going to say that no amount of words could actually say what all the players think about the welcome that we've received. But it seems to me that the 3 guys before me have tried to prove me wrong. I think it's just left for me to say a big thank you to everybody. To all the people that travelled to Italy to watch us and supported us so well and behaved so well, they were a credit to Ireland. And to thank everybody here who's turned up today. They've made us feel very proud to be Irish. And believe me, despite what many people say, every single member of the team is 110% Irish. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mick McCarthy. Now, do you want Jack? Here he is.
Thank you. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We left Ireland about 5 weeks and 3 days ago. And I took with me 22 players. We prepared properly. We had a little bit of sun. We ate well. And we drank very little. We're going to change that tonight. I would like, because we took 22 players, only 16 played in the actual games, but we are a squad and we are a group, and I want to now introduce you to the players one at a time. Can we have first, well, you've had Mick, but we'll have him again, because he's a great captain. Mick McCarthy. captain before who didn't play. Only slightly in one game. But one of your lads, and one of ours, Ronnie Whelan. Frank Stapleton. Jerry Payton. I don't think I much need to introduce the next one to you. I'll just bring him up here. Kevin. One you've not seen very much of. He's been a lovely lad. He spent a lot of time in the sun. Everyone else got brown. Bernie Slavin went grey. I'll introduce the next two together. Well, they stayed together. They were pals all the way through. But they got nicknamed Bros. David Kelly and Chris Morris. The next one has spent years trying to score goals for us and never done it. John Aldridge. When England went to Italy, they sent a man over there to do public relations work. And he tried very hard, but when we were out in Sicily, the one person they always wanted to see, because he was one of theirs, Tony Cascarino. A lad who joined us very late, and I don't think you've really seen him yet, but you will in the future, Alan McLaughlin. The next one you're going to love. Because when he saved that penalty, we all loved him as well. Paddy Bonner. Another one of your own. Another one of your own. You've met him, you saw him before, he came in first. Very, very welcome member of the squad. Played a little bit. Scored probably the most important penalty of his life. Dave O'Leary. Next one forgot to put his tie on. But he's not a bad player. Joined us about a year, 18 months ago. Done wonders for us. Andy Townsend. Another one who kept saying, "Give me a game, Jack." But he's been a member, he's been with the Irish for a lot of years. And you all know him, tremendously gifted fullback, Chris Hughton.
As a squad, we all know we've got the best supporters in the world. But they are also the most respectful supporters in the world.
The next one stretches up there. Niall Quinn. Another one you haven't seen a great deal of. You've seen him 2 or 3 times. He's been with us a while, hasn't had many games. Keeps saying, "Jackie, Jackie, give us a game." Come on, John. John Sheridan. This one started and played in all the games. Very gifted left-footed player, one that served you well over the years. Kevin Sheedy. Next one. Probably the most gifted right-sided player you've had for years, Ray Houghton. Another one that doesn't play for us very often, but he's always welcome and he always comes when he's called upon. But he's been a great servant in the squad. Come on, John. John Byrne. Last. Paul McGrath. Paul McGrath. I forgot one. I forgot one because I couldn't see him. He sat at the other side. Stephen Staunton, one of your own. I don't think I've forgotten anybody of the players. But when we go away for 5 weeks, there are several people who have to look after us. My assistant, Maurice Settlers. The Pope took a great liking to the next one, Charlie O'Leary. Two of the lads that did a great deal of work for us while we were there, Eddie Cochran and Maurice Price. About 4 years ago, I said to the next one, I'll take you to Rome someday. Unfortunately, it was a week earlier than we anticipated. But we got there, and the person who's done great work for the Republic of Ireland, one you all know, Mick Byrne. Listen, can we just be quiet for 1 minute? Because I've got something serious to say, and I don't say things very seriously very often. No, really, I'm sincere. On the way here in the bus is probably the most terrifying experience I've had in my life. There were so many kids running alongside the bus and so many people that nearly fell under the wheels. It was frightening, it really was. When this party breaks up, I would like you, please, go away quietly, don't rush, don't run, we don't want any problems with you. On behalf of the players and the staff and the people at the FAI, I'd like to thank you all for being wonderful, wonderful supporters. And also a credit to Ireland. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jack Charlton. Our next guest this evening is a gentleman who's not on the team, but many of the team members would say that without him, maybe they wouldn't have done just as well. Would you please welcome Arnold O'Byrne?
Thank you. I certainly won't keep you long. There are sometimes two words which we don't use too often, and that is thank you. And I would like to thank you for being here tonight in such large numbers to welcome us home. I would like to thank the many Irish supporters who are still making their way home. It is always great to be Irish, but believe you me, in Italy it was magnificent to be Irish. I would also like to thank, of course, the FAI. And let's be honest, they've done a lot for soccer, they've done a lot for the country in the last few years. On your behalf, Jack has mentioned the technical staff, but on your behalf I would like to thank the technical staff. And finally, and by no means least, on your behalf I would like to thank the players, the men who brought such glory to our country. Now, I have one very short thing to do, and that is, all of them, as Gay Byrne would say, for everybody, there will be a prezi. But I would like to make a token, and I would call forward Jack first. And basically this is a souvenir of the great honour which they have brought the country. And I'll just read this one. It's in memory of Ireland's outstanding performance in Italia 90 from General Motors Opel. and it is in fact the medal for our presidency in 1990. It's been a great year for Ireland. Jack,